Hey you guys, so I'm back with another video. I posted Sunday, and in that video I kind of just let y'all know, more about like Corbin and the bear, and I explained that situation to y'all, and I gave y'all a little information on like the cremation and stuff like that. Well, in that video I also kind of went through like a bunch of topics, honestly, and I like realized like I kind of put like a lot of topics in one video. So what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm just gonna start off with like the last thing that I brought up then. Not only that, I'm gonna get into a little more detail about Corbin's cremation and how we went about doing that and the steps that we took and all that kind of stuff. So first off, in the ending of the last video, I was talking about a situation that recently happened with these twin girls on July 3rd, so not that long ago, about a week ago. The situation happened where two little girls, twins, were both 6 years old, were in an accident due to like a drunk driver or something like that, and this incident affected not only the family, but it affected like pretty much all of Odessa. Like half of Odessa helped, or like I don't even want to say half or helped or did anything like that, but a lot of people were posting about it, sharing their posts, sharing their GoFundMe page and stuff like that. A lot of people switched their profile pictures to these girls pictures, you know what I'm saying? So not only did that situation affect the family and the parents of the little girls that it happened to, but it also affected a whole lot of people that was around them. And with the situation with Corbin, I feel like any kind of loss, any dramatic situation or any type of incident that happens with kids at such a young age, even if they're not a young age, like any situation, it affects not only the parents, but it also affects everyone around them. Anybody that they have on social media, anyone that they talk to on a daily basis or they're acquainted with, it affects a lot of people. And I noticed that with these twins. So with Corbin, a lot of people that I haven't talked to in years, like since junior high, were messaging me and trying to get in contact with me. We're just sending their condolences about Corbin and stuff like that. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, whenever I would read some of the messages from some of the people that it would be, I would cry so bad, because I would be like, Mom, I haven't even talked to this girl or this guy, or I haven't talked to them in years. Like, I haven't seen them in years, and they're reaching out to me. It's not even that we talk on a daily basis. It's just that I went to school with you once upon a time, like 6-7 years ago. So like with that, it really just touched my heart whenever this situation happened, because I was like, I don't know what it feels like to lose two kids, but I know what it feels like to lose my only baby. Like, and with me not even having Corbin that long, or like she wasn't in the world, for more than like a few hours. But with me losing her, I could only imagine like what the parents felt like. I was like, oh, I don't know what I would have done if I would have got to keep Corbin for 6 years and something like that would have happened. Like that probably would have made me a really, really angry person. Me just knowing the way I felt after my situation, and my daughter not even being that old, like being a fresh like little baby. Oh, I felt for the parents, and like the whole city did too, honestly. Like I was like, oh my goodness. And that kind of like influenced me more, like to want to talk about mothers and infant loss or child loss, no matter what the situation is, no matter if it's stillborn or if you lose the kid down the road, if it's a miscarriage, anything like that. A mother's grief, parents' grief, that I feel like we kind of all feel the same in a sense. And I've kind of been following a few other YouTube people that post or that are talking about their situations and what happened with their loss and how they felt afterwards, and just kind of been reviewing. And I feel like I can agree with a lot of them on the way that they felt afterwards, like the feelings that they felt, and just like not even only the feelings they felt after, but like right then and there. I totally understand them. Like that is not, that's just like the worst ever. So that's really like something else that's like influencing me to like come out and talk about it more, and just hopefully it'll encourage other women to like, cuz with a loss like that, you can hit a down spiral quick and fast. Like you have no idea, guys, like unless you've been through it. Oh my goodness, like it is so easy to lose yourself over something, a situation that dramatic. And I just feel like there's a lot of women that do lose themselves, and they just don't know how to get help, or they just feel like they can't talk to anybody or nobody will get them or stuff like that. And I kind of just want to be like, I totally understand where you're coming from. I hope like my videos, or this video at least, will help any mother, like just like no, like even if you've gone through a miscarriage, any type of loss, any type of infant loss, child loss, any type of like that, totally understand how you would feel. I don't know about later on in life, like what my reaction would have been or anything like that, but just by this situation that I went through, I can totally understand what the feeling is like. Like, it's no joke. So now that I'm done with that, Korbyns cremation, Korbyns bear. As I told you on the last video, we got Corbin cremated, and they gave us her ashes in these little urns, and we put them in these bears, right? And so the whole situation was that was like when everything played out the way it did, and I ended up having to come to the decision of, what am I going to do? Am I going to bury my daughter? Am I going to get her cremated? I had no doubt in my mind I wanted to get her cremated. Like, off the rip, that's exactly what I knew I wanted to do. Because I don't think I would have been able to handle, like, burying her and doing that. Like, I had to get her cremated, because deep down inside I was like, I kind of still want her. Like, I don't want to leave her here and like not have her. That's just my main thing. I was like, that's not fair. Like, to me, having to bury my daughter, that's something that I wouldn't have been able to do. Like, even now I'm getting choked up about it, thinking about it. I would not be able to like stand there and like seal it all, like a casket or something that small. Like, I'm out of there. Like, give my daughter cremated, give her back to me. That's the way I felt. And with that, it was kind of easy to go through, like the steps and stuff. The hospital, when it came down to that decision, they ask you like what we're planning on doing, and they kind of give you like a few churches and a few like funeral homes and stuff that do cremations and burials for a certain price or something like that, for certain situations that happen, like with me. So that's what we did automatically. My mom called like one or two places, and one place offered to do her cremation for free, so we went with them. Like, we could have paid for it or anything like that, but the fact that they're willing to do that for us, that was so sweet. That was like the best thing ever. That was like a little load off my shoulders, kind of, because I was just like really upset about it, and the fact that they did that was really, really sweet. So and that was actually Acres West Funeral did that for us. They gave us the bears for free, the urns, everything. The whole service was free. They had a viewing for her and everything like that, so everything was free. We didn't have to pay for anything. They did the best, you guys. Like, we literally told the hospital, or we didn't even tell the hospital. We called Acres West, and they told us, like, we asked like, what are the prices for this and this and that, and we already knew we were gonna get her cremated, so that's really the only thing we asked for. And then they just told us like, with that kind of situation, since it's a baby, it's an infant, she only weighed 4 pounds, like, you know. So they were like, yeah, they did it for her. And we went up there, and what we did is, it was me, my mom, Christopher, his mom, his dad, and his uncle, I think, or his dad's friend, something like that. We all went to Acres West, and they took us to this back room, and they kind of gave us like, well, they like wanted her name, her information, like her date of, like all that stuff, like the date of birth, or like the date of when she was born and all that kind of stuff, and asked us, you know, yeah, are we gonna go to cremation? We said yes. They let us pick out the urns. They took us to another room where they had like this whole setup of urns and stuff, and then they had like those little ones for babies. And so I decided, I got the pink one, Chris got a blue one. The bear, that actually, I don't remember how that came up, but they ended up saying that they had a bear or something like that. And when they showed it to us, I was like, oh my goodness, I need this. It was so cute. I had to. I was like, okay. And then they were like, oh, it's a zipper, you know. So they informed us about everything. And I was just like, that is the best thing ever. Like, so we agreed to do it. They didn't take long for the cremation at all. What they did first was the viewing. They actually let us view her for like, I want to say like 7 hours or something, for, yeah, for a long time that day, for a whole day. And then the next day they cremated her, and then we picked her up that following, like Monday or Tuesday. But when we picked it up, we actually picked up the bear. So that's what I picked up, and then Chris had to go pick up his. And with them, they actually give you like a death certificate, or like, kind of. So I didn't get it. I didn't get this until like the 13th of June or something like that. And this was kind of like a really sad day for me, because I would have never imagined I had to go pick up my daughter's like death certificate, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know if other mothers have gotten these, or if other mothers get these, but this is actual like an infant death certificate. Like, it's so legit. And it kind of just has her name, where she was born, her dad, like her mom, like my name. I don't know, it doesn't have Christopher's name on here. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it says my name, his name, my address, like where she was cremated at. It even says, like, it really doesn't say the cause of death, but it just says like, well, I guess that is the cause of death. And it even says like, motor vehicle versus motor vehicle collision, mother was restrained, passenger. It says that on here. Fetal injury. That's crazy. I really have never read this, so this is exclusive. Y'all are watching me like actually go through this while I'm like videoing it. But yeah, I have never really gone over it. And it says like, this was all part of the cremation, like, well, part of going with that funeral home. It says weight of fetus 4.6. She was little. She was 34 weeks. I was 34 weeks. 34 weeks, 5 days. Oh, I need that. Oh my god, this is crazy. Yeah, and it just has like everything on there. It has the county clerk, local register lady. That's crazy. I had never really gone over this before. But yeah, they gave us this. They gave us 2 copies. I got one and Christopher got one, and I gave him his when I got them in. So we both also have these, which is really, really cool. So not only did they give us the bears and the urns and all that, but they also gave us like these things, which is really, really neat. And I could put this with the rest of her stuff that I have. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's how the cremation went. It was nothing really hard. It was just, that wasn't something that I was ever really gonna think in my head that I was prepared for having to do that, but I think having her with me and having her in the bear and having her here, being able to like take her and knowing she's there, that brings me a lot less like pain. It brings me less pain. Sometimes it's hard, like, thinking about it. It does get hard, like, having to deal with it and then talking about it and stuff. That's why I'm doing these videos, you guys. I'm like praying this stuff gets so much easier talking about it and stuff, because it's still fresh, you know. It's only been 3 months. This month will be 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it'll be 4 months this month, so it's just like, it's still fresh to me. And I'm just like, ugh, dang. A lot of people, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up. A lot of people have asked, like, am I gonna try again and stuff, and low-key, I'm scared. I'm scared. But that's another topic that we'll get on in another day. But yeah, so I think that'll conclude my video. And if y'all have any questions or if y'all have any comments, feel free to leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and y'all can always share my videos. You know, I'm super 100, super authentic whenever it comes to my videos. I try not to sugarcoat anything. You know, I'm like 100% me, and I'm totally fine with y'all sharing my videos. Some people, maybe it'll get to some people that really need it. Maybe some people just need to hear what I have to say. Maybe not. You never know. But that is all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to share and comment how you feel. If you know anybody that, you know, has been through any type of loss, feel free to inform them about my page. And tell them my story, you guys. It is totally okay to talk about. I'd rather talk about it and it helped me than to keep it all in and it drive me crazy, because I definitely don't need that. Thanks again for watching. Peace.